Does your purpose light you up or burn you out? What if the secret to real impact isn't doing more, but doing what matters most? How can we stay lit up without burning out? I ask these questions on behalf of my 12-year-old self, who named my mission early to help all people reach their full potential, regardless of their identity or background. I'm here to share how I've learned to value, to honor that mission without losing myself in the process. I call it leading in 3D, pursuing goals in 3 dimensions, me, we, and world, simultaneously to build win-win-wins. Many of you, as Lead in 3D members and executives and leaders in your own right, are already doing a version of this. You've rejected the false trade-offs of customers or employees, performance or well-being, profit or purpose. And you build value for all stakeholders. That is exactly the Lead in 3D mindset. And yet, I bet sometimes you still get discouraged. I know I do. Leading in 3D is how I've learned to align my personal well-being with team performance and community impact. I used to think that impact was enough, that if I was helping people, satisfaction and happiness would come. In my 20s, I did work that changed people's lives, helping refugee women and children to reach their full potential. It was my dream job, perfectly in line with that 12-year-old mission. And I was sick and tired. I missed several Christmases at home and dear friends' weddings. I neglected my own first marriage to the point of divorce. And then I missed my dad's funeral. That did not feel like success. It felt like sacrifice. But the Rolling Stones had taught me via wild dance parties with my dad that we can't always get what we want. I've tried. We can't have it all. And I have seen that we can have our all. That's the promise of leading in 3D. When we align our time, attention, and energy with the me, we world goals that actually matter to us, we have our all. So we align our investments with me, our holistic well-being, physically, mentally, and spiritually. For we, the performance of our teams, companies, and families, and world, the communities and causes that we care about. By aligning our efforts with goals in these 3 dimensions, we unlock win-win-wins. We show up present, focused, kind, and powerful. Here's an example of a 3D win-win-win. One B Corp I worked with created a new product to respond to a community crisis, not just to serve their community, but also to boost innovation and engage their teams. The result? They reduced time to market by nearly 40%. And they maintained that speed for future commercial launches. Plus, not a single employee left, despite a salary freeze and uncertain working conditions. That's a 3D win-win-win. Me, we, and world in harmony. On the other hand, when one dimension is neglected, we leave value on the table. Me only? Narcissism. World only? That's martyrdom. And we and world without me? That's burnout. And where many of us in this community unintentionally land. Leading in 3D isn't a naive pie in the sky theory. It is a practical, essential approach to drive the change we care about. Plus, it's not just a mindset, it's an equation. We can track our progress of time, attention, and energy and observe how they advance our me, we, and world goals. Some of us even track this 3D progress in a slightly type A and nerdy spreadsheet. Others use it as a weekly check-in script or a lens for reflection. However you use it, the Lead in 3D framework provides clarity, accountability, and motivation to focus on what's most important, not just what looks most urgent. Here's one more example, an absurdly mundane one, to demonstrate that 3D win-win-wins are hiding everywhere in plain sight. Every morning, I make a protein shake. It fuels my body, which is a me outcome. I have more energy to show up for audiences and my family. A we win. And I buy my supplements from local, woman-owned, and/or B Corp certified businesses creating world impact. The results? I feel great. My people get a more energized version of me, and my dollars support responsible and under-recognized business owners. That's the beauty of leading in 3D. It helps us make intentional choices, even on the smallest questions, so that we can stay grounded and aligned for the big stuff. It also helps us get specific, moving beyond vague goals of be a good leader, do good work, to powerful clarity about how we can spend our time, attention, and energy to have the most impact that matters to us. Here's one easy way to start. Instead of asking yourself, what can I add to my already overflowing plate? Ask yourself, what might I stop doing today to free up time, attention, and energy for the things that matter most? Voila, there's your first entry on your to don't list. Why not keep going? Building a list of the shoulds and the outdated habits to make room to free up time, attention, and energy for the me, we, and world goals that actually matter to you. To help, I have a quick to don't list. I'll share the link in the notes below. It's a free, simple tool to help you think in 3D, because 3D leaders don't hustle harder. We do more good without doing more. And right now, the world needs more good. We need you, not burnt out, but blazing brightly. So let's lead in 3D to have our all. The win-win-wins are waiting.